Good morning. Welcome to today's New York City Council vote on general welfare. At this point, during today's vote, no one may approach the dais. Chair, you may begin.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's hearing. My name is Diana Ayala, and I am the Deputy Speaker of the New York City Council and the Chair of the General Welfare Committee. Today, our committee will be voting on several bills, Intro 1208, Intro 1232, and Intro 1372. Intro 1208, sponsored by Councilmember Jennifer Gutierrez, would require the Commissioner of Social Services and the Commissioner of Housing Preservation and Development to issue a biannual report to the Mayor and the Speaker of the Council on the availability of air conditioning in homeless shelters. Intro 1232, sponsored by Councilmember Chris Banks, would require the Human Resource Administration to make available, as a part of the application for emergency assistance grants for rental assistance, processes by which applicants may authorize HRA to send a text or email notification to the applicant and/or the building owner or a managing agent designated by the building owner upon approval of such application. Finally, my bill, Intro 1372, would require that the rent contribution for City FEPS recipients not exceed 30% of the household's total monthly income, regardless of whether the household receives public assistance or has earned income. Under a new rule adopted by mayoral administration on April 30th, 2025, beginning on September 13th, 2025, households with earned income that have been using the City FEPS voucher for 5 years and are applying to renew for a 6th year have to spend no more than 40% of their annual income on rent, up from 30% previously. According to advocates, including the Legal Aid Society, this rule change would serve as to destabilize more than 29,000 low-income households and significantly raise the risk of eviction, homelessness, and long-term harm. Intro 1372 seeks to prevent this from happening. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge my colleagues. So we've been joined by Council Members Riley, Caban, Osei, Ressler, Stevens, and Ung. And Councilmember Banks, I believe we just saw him, and Aviles. Okay, he's all walking in. I'd also like to thank the committee staff who worked to prepare this hearing and vote. Aminta Kilawan, Senior Legislative Counsel, Panina Rosenberg, Senior Policy Analyst, Justin Campos, Policy Analyst, Elizabeth Childers Garcia, Finance Analyst, Faria Rahman, Finance Analyst, Julia Haramis, Unit Head, and finally my staff, Elsie Encarnacion, Chief of Staff. I will now turn it over to Councilmember Banks, who's going to deliver a statement on behalf of his bill.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good afternoon or good morning to all my colleagues. I'm proud to speak on Intro 1232, a bill that would require the Human Resources Administration to send an automated text or email notification when an application for emergency assistance grant program related to rental assistance is approved. These notifications would go to both the tenant and the building owner or managing agent, providing key details like the approved grant amount, the estimated issuance date, payment method. In my district, HRA-related issues make up a significant percent of the cases our office handles. And time in and time out again, we've seen both tenants and property managers left in the dark, unsure if aid has been approved or when payment is coming. This bill is about fixing the breakdown in communications, and it's about transparency, accountability, and basic efficiencies in government, ensuring that families don't lose their homes simply because no one knew help was on the way. So I want to thank all my colleagues for their support on this bill, my staff for their hard work, central staff, the legislative division for their partnership in helping to craft Intro 1232 into this strong, thoughtful piece of legislation we're voting on today. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. And with that, I would now like to turn it over to the clerk to do the roll call for this vote.
Good morning, William Martin, Committee Clerk. Roll call vote, Committee on General Welfare. All items are coupled. Chair Ayala.
Aye.
Riley.
Aye.
Caban.
Aye.
Aviles.
Aye.
Osei.
I vote aye.
Ressler.
Aye, and congrats to my colleagues.
Stevens.
Aye.
Ung.
Aye.
Thank you. Banks.
Aye.
With a vote of 9 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions, all items have been adopted by the committee. And Madam Chair, that is a full committee.
Thank you. With that, this hearing is closed.